the last words the jury heard from lawyers in the George Zimmerman trial before beginning deliberations came from the prosecution.
Prosecutor John Guy offered the state's rebuttal to the defense's closing arguments.
If he was up on his waist is covered by Trayvon Martin's legs. He couldn't have got the gun. He couldn't have. They wanted a reason? It's a physical impossibility. He couldn't have grabbed it. The only way that defendant gets to his gun, the only way Trayvon Martin was getting off of him, or he had backed up so far on his legs that he couldn't hit him, couldn't touch him. The defendant didn't shoot Trayvon Martin because he had to. He shot him because he wanted to. That's the bottom line.
Guy asked if the events and choices that night legally amounted to, quote, nothing.
Your verdict is not going to bring Trayvon Benjamin Martin back to life. Your verdict is not going to change the past, but it will forever define it. So what is that? What is that when a grown man, frustrated, angry, with hate in his heart, gets out of his car with a loaded gun and follows a child, a stranger, in the dark, and shoots him through his heart? What is that? Is that nothing? That's not anything? Is that where we are? That's nothing? Well, that's not his call, and that's not my call. That's your call. And I submit to you, the oath you took requires it. Trayvon Martin is entitled to it, and that defendant deserves it.
At the end of the prosecution's rebuttal, Guy addressed what was the elephant in the room for the entire trial, the influence of race. This is what he said.
This case is not about race. It's about right and wrong. It's that simple. And let me suggest to you how you know that for sure. Ask yourselves, all things being equal, if the roles were reversed and it was 28-year-old George Zimmerman walking home in the rain with a hoodie on to protect himself from the rain, walking through that neighborhood, and a 17-year-old driving around in a car who called the police, who had hate in their heart, hate in their mouth, hate in their actions. And if it was Trayvon Martin who had shot and killed George Zimmerman, what would your verdict be? That's how you know it's not about race.
So much there to discuss with the panel coming up next.
Then a little bit later in our show, the attorney for Trayvon Martin's family will join us. Stay with us.